All right, Grand Rising, everyone. It is Shay Seeking, and I'm back with another video. So I'm putting a couple things together here. I'm putting together that, I noticed that I've been cut off from, my main source, right, to the water, okay? So it's making me think about, again, there'll be no more water there. So this make me think about the Islamic or Moorish energy here, that these people are wrongfully subjecting American so-called Christian women to forms of genital mutilation right here in the Midwest in America. And that this, I don't know what the hell I think is going on, but again, the fact that, especially when it comes to royal heirs, okay, this is what I'm talking about, all right, that may be of or your lineage may contain both the crowns and the turbans. Okay, we'll just use these terms so that people don't get so offended. All right, it's women that are being blinded or having things done to them, right, where they're not able to make their own decisions. Now this is not like me making my own decision out of my mouth today. I'm telling you that I will not be further subjected to any of this type of mutilization. All right. And I'm telling you right now that I did not agree to this, that I did not agree to, I feel like I did not agree to any of this. And I feel like what we're dealing with is people doing things in a deceptive manner. And it feels like an overtake or an overthrow. Okay. So again, being someone who is, I feel of both of these, I have both of these things in my lineage somewhere, but mainly practice so-called Christianity throughout my life, right? So again, it's like we're talking about Muhammad or, you know, Yeshua. Like, are we talking about it as the same thing? Like I said, this is what I'm talking about when we're in Genesis and we're in Revelations, and being careful about how we're seeing this and how we're interpreting this. So again, there's been a lot about AOC and Omar in the media, and I feel like women like this, and I don't know why I see something to do with you. I don't know. I don't know why because I read Turkish. Now I can't remember if the Kardashians are Turkish or, oh my goodness, I don't think it's Turkish. They are, damn, I can't remember. Yeah, I can't remember. Okay, but I think it's another one that starts with an M. It's not Muslim. I don't know. But anyways, I feel like, see, and this is the misconception of us not seeing things for what they are. We've been educated or trained to see things one way when it's actually going on another way. I feel like, I don't know, I'm starting to think that all is lost. And that, again, the line of demarcation, right, when it comes to the Civil War, I feel like the upper region was turned Islamic. I feel like they did it wrongfully. I feel like they stole it. They did deceptive things. I feel like they used sorcery and magic. I feel like they used witchcraft and jinn energy in order to get this done. I'm reading this article right here from the Washington Post. It says, wrongly accused of genital cutting, a Muslim mom won't accept case closed. Okay. The family calls the incident on the island off the coast of Washington state an example of a long reach of Islamophobia. So again, we got again the woman trying to deliver her message, or the woman whisked away. But again, what I'm realizing, these people have been using magic. They have been using binding rituals. They have maybe been using even fifth generation energy in order to blind people, okay, away from their true destiny, and implant something else for for some type of a takeover. And I feel like, again, claiming, if we're gonna play that game, I'm claiming that, okay, if we're gonna play that game, I'm claiming that I'm a Christian, then a Christian woman, okay, that is being that is I don't know. I feel like I'm just exposing things that are being done in the dark. And I don't even know how to really explain what I'm saying here. But it's saying that this person, it says Farah Yuri changes her daughter's diaper at their home in San Juan Island, Washington, December 11th. Okay. And it says on the afternoon of July 28th. All right. And I don't know why I'm feeling like Christmas in July. I feel like there's like a time difference or something here as well. Okay. And again, because this is what I feel like. I'm dealing with energies on this plane that feel like I have no choice. All right. We're dealing with people that feel like you are cattle here. All right. We're dealing with jealous feminine energies, right? That are upset about soul connection and soul ties, and they are punishing other women. Okay. We're talking about also Muslim. I feel like it's Muslim men and Islamic men doing things. I think I was kind of shocked, and this is nothing against the people themselves. I'm talking about the religious aspect, right? So we denounce we denounce the energy of the Pope and my Christ energy on this earth today that came here to change things and not to, what I'm saying, fit into their society. When I look at this, I'm denouncing that, and I'm denouncing the whole religious aspect of the Muslim Brotherhood. I don't have nothing to do with it. And like I said, to feel like, okay, now we're going to just talk about this real quick. To feel like, okay, this is happening to me. The reason why I speak out about these things and I feel like Source put me in this situation here is because it's not for punishment. It's to show. It's to show what's going on here. And I feel like the fact that they blocked me off of YouTube for these 2 weeks is so that they can run around here and do whatever the hell they want to do to people, and you will not be able to speak. And people will be talking about the Olympics, and they will not be paying attention to the harmful things that people are going to be doing, because Satan knows that he only has a small time. Think about that. The red dragon energy knows they only have a short time. And so again, this is scary to me. Okay? All right. So I'm the one that goes through the fucking motions, but I'm the one that's going to warn the public. Okay. Now it says the San Juan Island, Washington, on the afternoon of July 28th, the Homeland Security Investigation tip line received a call about a sensitive matter. Now this is some pussyfoot ass shit. If we got the government sitting here knowing that this stuff is going on, and they're sitting there and they're going to allow it. So it's making me think again, that again, the whole energy of God, somebody playing God on this planet, and so loving the world, or a worldly way, that he gave his only begotten son. And that son means descendant. That could be a feminine energy or a masculine energy, or like I said, vice versa. Okay. All right. So and again, if I'm in my masculine energy as an emperor / empress, they have no right to do something like that to me. All right. So again, I'm just trying to put this shit together real quick. All right. And again, it's an open book. We still dealing with the world. We still dealing with the world. There's no other feminine energy going to be replacing me. There is no other goddess before me. There is no other God before me. If people are going around and doing this stuff, I don't care what religion it is. There is no other most high God on this plane than me. I am the one that is closest to source on this plane. And these people are getting away with this. Now, some would say, oh, that's because you're being bad and God doesn't like your haughtiness and this and that. Well, then again, I told you that's not my God. We're dealing with something else. We're dealing with some energy that has been cut off. We may be dealing with a fake sun. We may be dealing with some other imposterous energy here that is blocking out directly certain chosen ones from source, but they don't realize something resonates within. There is a fire or a drive or something within that resonates with exactly what the fuck is going on here. All right. And we exposing it. It says, okay, they received this call about this sensitive matter off the coast of Washington State. Okay. About female genital mutilation of an infant by her Turkish mother. Now, this makes me think about the whole energy of, we just gonna use Kim Young-jun or whatever, but also Kim K, we'll say. All right. That energy here. Okay. This, I don't know why. And again, I read energy and things that are attached to energy. Okay. Do you see what I'm saying? So again, if these people are wrongfully running things from heaven, all right, then that means that we have a problem on our hands as Americans in general. Okay. So it's making me think about prison reform. It's making me think about people that are actually prisoners. They're blocked out from being able to make money. They're blocked out from being able to have real movement. If you're caught going beyond borders or something like this, then they will, and I feel like that is the reason they don't want you to go within miles from your house or a perimeter, because they don't want you to realize that there has been already a Muslim takeover in the Midwest. All right. And I'm the only one that can fucking probably be the one to speak this. All right. That's the energy I feel. And I feel like, again, it's holding divine masculine hostage in a sense. I feel like this has something to do with the Ottawa energy. I feel like this has something to do with the truckers there. Okay. I feel like this has something to do with this whole movement here. All right. Again, it's about silencing women, silencing people. This whole agenda is about this. And I feel like all these world leaders are getting together because they know what's going on the plane. And they're causing problems amongst women and women against women and things like this, because again, with these whole trickster energies of this some of this twin flame, there's not no real all these twin flames. There's two people that's supposed to be joining together on the plane right now to change the world, not to keep up with these old crusty traditions that's killing fucking freedom and killing people and hurting people and harming people, and these things that are being done to people, treating people like cattle and taking them, in the middle of the night. And again, that's the whole thing about the whole Yeshua energy, right? So I'm thinking, who was that? Was that Yeshua, or is that somebody else, that's coming in like a thief in the night, right? But then we also know somebody's coming for a bloodbath. You know what I'm saying? So which one is it? The bath is to realize that these people are doing this and to go ahead and cut that shit to shreds. And then the whole thing about coming like a thief in the night would be a stealth, sneaky energy, a deceptive energy. Okay. Again, my God is not the author of confusion. I am not the author of confusion. I've come here to clear shit up. I don't fit the narrative. I will not be subject to any of these things. And anybody that's caught doing this shit just lose their fucking head. You understand what I'm saying? Now, I'm not having this shit. And that's why I feel like people coming up in the kingdom doing whatever the hell they want to do. And you know what? And you know what makes America look weak? Americans not standing up and speaking. It's embarrassing to look and see what's going on in Canada and see that over here in America, nobody has anything to say. They'll rather flee into Florida, flee into Texas, flee into these states. What the fuck are you running from? Now, I don't know. I'm speaking of this. I don't know who's going to hear this. Might be one people, might be 100 people, might be 1,000,000 people. But at the end of the day, what the hell you going to run down into the corners of America? Okay, in exile in the crevices and corners of America? Or are you going to stand up and fight for the rights? Because I feel like this is a source did this shit on purpose to go ahead and open up my eyes. And again, warn my people. This is the same thing I heard over the summer. Same thing I heard a couple months back. I'm wondering what the hell is people running from? And that's that dream that I had about me standing up with my hands out and protecting my daughters from this type of invasion. These are spirits that can enter the bodies and vessels of people. It should not, and that's what I'm saying. Okay, and we have this feminine energy that's trying to step on the toes of Omar, okay, and take over. And she's talking about she was in the military. They're amping her up because she got military uniform. They're amping her up, because she's been in this internment camp. Well, damn, I'm an American woman, okay, that's claiming none of these religions because I see them for what they are, and I am standing up right here in America and dealing with these things right here in the middle, right in the heart of the fucking right in the heart of America. You know what I'm saying? And I am the fucking American Empress. I am the Christ. And again, I feel like I just feel like this is disgrace. This is disgrace. Like America has been hijacked again. We've done all this work to come together and find out all this information, only to go against your Christ energy or your well, I don't know about what y'all doing with the masculine energy, but only to go against the Christ energy and to have this shit happen because you think you're so fucking smart. You got men that's too fucking headstrong. They're not dealing with the heart. They rather kill the heart. They'll cause dis-ease and kill the hearts and soul and try to rip the souls of the American fucking women out of their chest, out of their body, out of their core, out of their core. Apologies, my stomach is acting up, okay? And I don't claim to know exactly all what these people is doing, but I tell you one thing, this shit is going on. All right. So again, after the birthing here. So again, we have Kim speaking to Trump about you know what was it, prison reform. All right. Now, what kind of reform are we talking about here? All right. And what kind of prisoners are we talking about here? All right. Have some people been imprisoned due to false accusations? Have some people been mentally, physically, emotionally, or spiritually detained because of jealousy, envy, and strife by an American boy's wife? Yeah, we're gonna call that shit out because I call it how I see it. And you could tell me if I'm wrong. Since I'm the one I'm the odd one out, or the one that's being blocked out by their iron dome with AOC and they salty asses. Still ain't getting nothing done. While we're moving mountains with our voices, while we are actually manifesting things to be changed here, and we have to fight against our own people. It's a damn shame. It's embarrassing. These people have no rights, no jurisdiction over a sovereign empress or queen in her own fucking domain. And I'm calling them out. And I'm telling you something like this. Why is Farrakhan so quiet at this point in time? Why is the Nation of Islam so quiet right now? Do you see what I'm saying? Something strange is going on here. Something strange is going on here. I have no alliances with any of these groups or anything. I stand with myself and I stand with Source. And sometimes it is true, I feel, that Source will make you some kind of, but it's because he knows you're the only one that can stand. He knows your strength. I'm hearing My Girl. That song came on my, in my feed today, and I hadn't heard it in a very long time. So again, to let you know that we're dealing with alien or paranormal or whatever the fuck it is, energy here, okay? On this plane, it is happening. Had seen what she considered an abnormality while changing the little girl's diaper, according to the law enforcement reports. See, and now this is the thing. They want to make, the UK wants to make it so that if I speak on these things, if we speak on love, if we speak on honoring, if we speak on, mutilization, if we speak on these things, it's tainting you, it's scarring you, you know what I'm saying, to the public. Right? When these people are doing the shit in the dark and they're allowing other people to come in and do this to their people, and knowing that they're doing it and hiding their hands behind their backs. Jewish, whatever you want to call it, they're hiding their hands behind their back. They know we can't really prove the things to other people that are happening in other dimensions. But when something comes down here to the 3D and happens, when a loving connection is supposed to come through, and then you get pain, okay, joy and pain, okay, is what I'm hearing here. All right, something is off. People are abusing their power and authority. It says she considered an abnormality while changing the girl's diaper. Now, this could be happening to your daughters. Do you hear what I'm saying? This could be happening to your children, and people and entities can be coming in, you know what I'm saying? Or people can be coming in and having some type of paranormal or strange activity or access to your children, and tying and binding themselves to them secretly. And then you're wondering why your children are acting out in some form, way, or fashion here. It's because this is going on. According to law enforcement report, the sitter enlisted a friend to, and I feel like, how can I be, again, if somebody wants to say you're being disobedient or you're not being this, how can I be anything if nobody is advising anybody? If I feel like, again, Somebody is using me as some pawn, and they can pick me up and put me down and do all these things. But when it comes to my core, you can't change that. But they can try to change your outside circumstances. They can block your money. They can block you from speaking. They can block your money if you're a feminine energy. Okay. But again, I'm in my fucking masculine energy. They watch, they judge. They can put cameras in your homes and watch you and stalk you and then let other energies come in on you and your fucking children at night. I mean, this is serious. All right. And then what they'll do is, if you have a different way of thinking about it, they will try to take you and try to make you look some kind of way like crazy or something like that. And then take and lock you up and try to take your children away. And then you have 12-year-old and 10-year-old and 1-year-old daughters in the hands of masculine energies or other energies that, again, and this was also, I feel, what they did in the back in the day. This is past, present, and future, just in case you didn't know. I feel like this is how they were able to kill off bloodlines from going on and sitting on their thrones. They did it very silently. This is why Malcolm was standing at the window with that fucking gun after he came to across the conclusions of a bunch of things that he didn't know. The sitter enlisted a friend to also inspect the child's vagina without the parents' knowledge or consent. That friend then called the tip line and allegedly telling the authorities she was acting on the sitter's behalf. The woman, according to a report from San Juan County Sheriff Office in the U.S. Homeland Security, worried that the girl had undergone female genital mutilation. And believe me, I feel like, again, out of spite, the Obama administration knows about this. I mean, I feel like it maybe started even back then. Okay, with something that he may have put in order. I feel like Trump and Biden know about this. I feel like Putin and Xi know about this. I feel like many people know about this. I don't know if other females have, undergone or felt strange things happening in their areas. But again, one by one, they're going around and they're collecting. Okay. The U.S. Homeland Security worried that the girl had undergone mutilization or FGM. Because, again, we're dealing with like some kind of time something here. Um, I don't know if I'm hearing like time is of the essence, but also, some of us are being taken down from queens and kings or emperors and empresses and taken down into a princess or something like this. I mean, you could be 50 years old and they could take you down to a princess that they're going to remarry off to someone else because some of these masculines have been given to or have chosen, okay, other female energies. And this is a strong arming thing to do. Oh, hell no. That's why on that card, the strong arm was there. That's why on that card yesterday, that masculine energy, I think it was the 3 of Wands. One of his arms had just regular clothing on it, and the other arm, the right arm, okay, because that's the right hand of God. And I was thinking about the armor of God that's gonna stand up and speak the truth. And they want to put me in between a rock and a hard place, because they know that fucking throne is mine. They know that all of the thrones, there is no uh no Queen of England and Queen of the Scots. It is only one queen. And they know if they can hide that person, bury them, or kill them off, then again, they can go ahead and continue to do whatever they want to do. It's only one person that has this type of access to source to give this information out. And that's why they know they can try to take that person and call them crazy and do all these things like this and try to restrict them and bind them and deceive them and manipulate them, and then end up trying to put them inside some type of mental institution. And that's why in Wisconsin, they went this year and put that shit in order so that they can put women, if they have disagreements in religion with their husbands, they can put them in mental institutions. And we're going to stop that shit right in its tracks. We're going to bring awareness to it. All I can do is bring awareness to it. But if people are not going to act on these things, then nothing is going to happen. Because, yeah, God got you. But if we ain't going to do nothing collectively when it comes to this type of shit, then nothing's going to happen. Especially when it's been laid in your lap and it's been placed there. There's a reason. According to reports from the San Juan thing or whatever word the girl, okay, yeah, mutilation, okay. And it says an ancient ritual defined by the United Nations. Okay, so this got something to do with the UN as the removal of the external excuse me, of the external female genitalia for non-medical reasons. Okay, FGM is a crime, and women advocates groups across the globe are campaigning to end the practice, which causes trauma and health and complications. And that's why Source put me up to the fucking job, because I'm a savage. I'm not average. So again, I will come on here and tell you what the fuck is going on. And I'm telling you right now, it's some strange shit going on. You hear me? Now, I haven't went nowhere. I haven't been to nobody's doctor. I haven't allowed anybody. I haven't given anybody any type of authority over me. Okay. So again, as far as I'm concerned, I'm dealing with sovereignty, but I feel like, again, some of these masculines have, put other feminine energies over ahead. And I feel like we're dealing with toxic feminine energies. We're not dealing with, these are devils. These are devils. You understand me? These are possibly devils in red dresses. Let's not get it twisted. Let's not get it twisted. They're not dealing with the Holy One. They're dealing wrongfully with the Holy One. But the reason they've been able to do this is by blocking something that's really in the core. Okay, blocking something. And that's why I was saying about that image earlier with that the coat of arms for Montreal. And prior to, the 1800s, the crown, the Pope's crown, or that crown, was not there. Okay, it came later. All right, so I feel like we're going back in time, and they're practicing these things of ancient time, what was going on prior to that crown being placed there. All right, and I feel like the crown, and actually I think I've seen one of those emblems with the actually with the owl on top of there. Okay, and I feel like, again, that energy of the owl represents the sixth god. And this lets me know that they have either cut off access to the sixth god energy, or they have killed the sixth god. It's either one or the other. And I hope it is not the other. I hope it's none of them, actually. But I'm just feeling like, again, that's what this is trying to tell me. This is the disconnect, that they have actually definitely killed off the sixth god. Okay, and it has left his empress, okay, vulnerable to these groups. But the spirit is still there. All right, there's still something there that's stronger. There's still this burning, and I feel like it has something to do with the fire energy, or fire king energy, or something red, scorpionic. Okay, possibly. All right, something about that in the Taurus is hidden behind the moon. Okay, all right, it's hidden behind the moon. Something is weird here. Okay, there is somebody has done something out of jealousy, some and a rage, out of fucking rage. Somebody has done something. And I don't understand why they wouldn't be in jail. Oh, and it's just so funny that Biden was going off to New York. See, I think Biden, I don't know, it's something about his energy. Okay, we'll say it like that so we don't offend anyone. We'll use things like, oh, somebody's energy. There's something of his energy. He is when we're talking Hunter Biden, I think we're talking some people hunting people down. Somebody really does want the soul of America, and they are mad because they can't have it. And instead of being someone that can stand up and say what the fuck it is that they want, they are using tactics to harm someone illegally, treasonously. Do you hear what I'm saying? When it comes to Sophia, the energy, she wants the soul of America. They think they can buy it. They know that I know about the boy. They know that I know about the boy. And the last thing I want to do is be offensive to the boy's father, right? But if the boy's father is not here to protect the boy or the empress, then I will speak my piece. And if he is, I will apologize for overstepping and saying this, but I feel like this is either this a warning or this is something that has happened. This is either a warning that's something that is going to happen or something that has already happened. It says here that when a detective asked a woman in a separate interview why they suspected the FGM rather than a natural or medical condition for any perceived differences, they each invoked the mother's background as a Turkish American Muslim, according to the sheriff department. And I am not that. The linking of Islam to FGM. So again, they want to put this sweet woman, and I can see right through her eyes. I can see right through her eyes. I don't give a fuck what you say. All right, she may be pleasant and she's not cursing. I'm passionate about what I'm saying. Okay, so this is the passion of Christ. I'm the one holding that crown. I'm the one that has been trying to be held down. Okay, so I'm gonna speak how I want to speak. All right, I will try to not bring it down a notch for you, but if something comes out, it comes out. Don't let looks deceive you. Don't let looks deceive you. This is not right. And I don't like the way that they're using also they're putting images of this person in the uniform so they can get to your feelings. And then they have them there with the what do you call it? With the head covering, okay? And then we also have the turban energy. And then I feel like, in Canada, I feel like they were celebrating, the other day, and they were emphasizing on, the masculine energies in the red turbans. Something is not adding up here to me. All right? And I have nothing against these people personally. I'm talking about the agenda or the narrative that is being pushed and that I see right in front of my eyes, because again, this is that energy as a defender, as a protector of the people. The linking of Islam to FGM, a practice that spans faith and continents, touched off an inquiry that made its way to the Homeland Security Office for Human Rights Violation and War Crimes. Okay, we are dealing with love and war. We have some scorned people, especially some scorned women here, that have been doing everything they can to block the access to me in the divine masculine, and then also put themselves in those positions. And they're dealing with demonic spirits. They're dealing with foreign energies. All right. Nobody should be subject to anything if they're not fully aware of what it is. And I have not spoken to anyone about this. I have not gone anywhere where I should feel like there is something strange going on in my area. This is not fucking normal. All right. Maybe people don't pay attention, but I pay attention. All right. So again, and then those that hold the crowns illegally right now, and those who are in office illegally right now, will sit back and say, hey, look at this person. We're looking at this. They're digging up dirt. I mean, these people probably have been following you around your whole entire life. You see what I'm saying? To have dirt on you. So if you speak up and you say something, and if you stand in your own power, and if you claim your throne, then, hey, I got this dirt on you, and I don't give a damn. You can expose anything you want to, actually. Because at the end of the day, it won't be anything as nasty and foul as these people are doing. And when they do that, I will be suing them. And you will lose your head for dealing with my energy the way that you think you want to. This is going to cause me to go ahead and take a road trip. You hear me? This is that kind of shit. That, you know what I'm saying? This is that kind of shit. This is crazy. And I've been making these claims. Something is telling me. Something seasonal. I feel like there's something that's going to be springing into action here. I think this is some kind of movement or something that is being formed. It has to be other feminine energies that are realizing some of these things here. It said it's called Operation Limelight USA. The call also independent the child's family, and is forcing a tough conversation on the island about the far-reaching harm of anti-Muslim stereotypes. So again, this is what they're trying to do on your news channels here. You see what I'm saying? You see the manipulation there? Homeland Security agents looked into the claim along with the local authorities and found no evidence of a crime. According to the records reviewed by the Washington Post, the sheriff reports chalked it all up to a misunderstanding, false accusations. They're lying. Case closed, detective wrote in September. This is all about money and movement here. The case is not closed for me, said the girl's mother. Okay. She and her husband, Richard Uri, said they can't sleep because intruding in visions of strangers forcing their daughter's legs apart. Farah quit her job because they no longer trust babysitters. So this is talking about here, okay? This is talking about, okay, this is what I feel like. I feel like this is talking about fallen angels, possibly even, so-called fallen angels. They're not fallen at all. They're being kicked out because they know who God is and Satan is in the office, or whoever is in office is being lured around by Satan, which is a feminine energy on this planet today. And this is the same thing I've had to go through throughout this whole past year and a half or two. So when she said she was in an internment camp for 3 years, they want to give us they're probably going to give us some kind of projected image of what that is. But that can be you right in your home, going through mental, emotional, other stressors. Okay. And again, coming out on the other side is kind of reminding me of like a middle passage or something like that. But people should be aware. This kind of stuff, it should be said for what it is. Hey, you're going to be going through this kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? These are the kind of things. Maybe read up and study on it so that you won't be surprised. But no, they want you to be surprised. They want you to be weak. They want you to be scared. You see what I'm saying? And it's funny, we talked about Richard and Charles today, okay? So again, it's saying Richard Uri. Okay, so again, this whole thing about Charles is making me think about the whole energy of, somebody being sick or something like that, and then somebody else being in charge. And it made me think about also, with the princess when it comes to Reign, right? That the little boy Charles had came back home, and they were going to make him marry Mary, okay? And then, the little sister, I can't remember what her name is right now, Claude, okay? She was saying that she wanted to be free or whatever to choose her husband, and then the boy king said, no, you're going to choose whoever I tell you, okay? And then again, that's making me feel like somebody's trying, because we're always dealing with acts. This is the one thing, parallel energy and acts when it comes to this living word and this living energy, all right? And words are very powerful, right? I'm hearing plead the fifth. Because I feel like this is also another narrative that's being done. It's almost like somebody's doing these things, like throwing these things that you cannot be silent about at you, because they think they're so stupid. They think that they're going to be able to block you from what, like we're in the 1800s. You see what I'm saying? And women can't be in the same room with another man, or else she's been with him. This is the silly, stupid ass antics I think that they're using here. All right. They know that they can mess with a woman's finances. They can keep her trapped. And if she's trapped somewhere, then they can force her into something that she's actually not supposed, something that actually these energies were supposed to come and help her get out of, or at least make sure she didn't get trapped in these type of scenarios so that she can support herself. Why would you come into an independence? And that's what it is. They don't want independent women. Right? Why would you come in and you're supposed to be enriching someone's life? And why would you, see that they have certain things going for themselves and then try to tear them down and then tear down their business or block their access to not education, but information, all right, to their own essence, all right, and then to them being their own boss. Why? Why would you do that? And then allow people to be whores and make a lot of money and to buy wigs and buy all this other bullshit that they don't need. You know what I'm saying? And then exalt them and put them on a pedestal, right? And then you take what's natural and beautiful and you try to put it as a diamond in the rough, right? And try to keep it in disguise or in despair. But then again, that does mean that that's something very special to someone. But if this is more of an obsessive something, or this is some kind of obsession or something, or if this is some weird shit like that, then that's putting a female energy in danger. That's an abusive relationship. Could you imagine going to sleep and waking up with something strange going on with your body? I mean, I just want to know if anybody else sees this. It also says that they would give people stitches after birth. All right. So again, that's either birthing a nation, right? Or this is birthing some children, or this is someone, again, like I said before, with the whole thing about fetal abduction. They're trying to force something. We could be dealing with fetal abduction in a small incision or something on a not even fully termed child, okay? What we're talking about, the so-called abortion law and the bounty hunters when it comes to abortion. All right. For a while, I went through this. I had to heal from this. And I'm thinking I'm free. I'm finally free. So inside and spiritually, I'm free. But you mean to tell me I have to worry about forces outside of myself forcing themselves on me or sneaking around my home and having access to me and my children? That's insane. And nobody has anything to say about this? It's kind of insane. Because you want to try to defile me or make me defile myself to lose my position on the throne. So it's funny, we talk about Boris, we talk about all these people here, and we're starting to point just to say, we're not even talking about whatever it is. We're just pointing the finger back in their direction, and people can see the filth and the dirt and the lies and things just being aromating from their bodies. Sometimes all you have to do is just look in a direction when somebody's doing some shisty shit, and people will see it for what it is. It's a new day. We in 2021. You understand me? You tell me anybody else that's talking to you about what I'm talking to you about. And again, this has to be resonating with someone. I know I'm not the only one. And if I am, I'm here to give you a warning about what has happened or what is to come. So this person, quit their job because they no longer trust babysitters. The couple worries that they've landed, and this is again, governors, okay, mayors, governors, stately people, federal energy, CIA, FBI, secret programs. Hired by who? Your God-governing forces. People trying to play God on earth. So the things that they have been doing in high places, in Hollywood, in all these other exalted positions that they've been doing secretly to people that I called out on my channel a long time ago. They now is on earth as it is in heaven. Now they're able to do it, to govern you, to have secret conservatorships over you, and to do the same things to you. And since you allowed them to do it to God's Christ, he's going to put me on a pedestal, let you see the shit happening to me, and then execute the shit on the people. No one will be safe. And again, that's when it comes to the young and the old, because again, what you have been doing to the holy ones, and it's more than just me. The ones that have been exiled out of their families first, the black sheep, the ones that came to with a message that nobody wanted to hear, the ones that are carrying the sword of fucking truth and nobody wants to hear it. You want to judge instead of hear it. Well, you'd like to hear it? Here it goes. This is the shit that's going down, or it's on its way. You thought it was funny, you laughed, but you're not going to be strong enough to stand here and tell your story, and strong enough to confront these people and stand there and hold back bullets and hold back. Again, I'm telling you, this is like some Armageddon type shit right here. Because you could not never stand in the, so you can play all you want like you divine this or you divine that, but if your come up has to do with somebody else's downfall, right? Or you acting in the likeness of somebody that you can't hold a fucking candle to, then it's your fault. It's the fault of these particular type of people as to why the world will not continue to go around. And while you're going to sit back and wake up and everybody's going to be enslaved to a point of no fucking return. And I'll be up out this month. I'm going to go through these trials and tribulations. I'm going to keep my sanity a little bit more sane and a little bit more focused and a little bit more intelligent than many of these people that you think are running, that are trying to keep their positions and running things in this world today. The couple worry that they've in their the couple worry that they've landed on some watch list and might face hassle at the airport, and they wonder how much their daughter, now 2. Now this means again somebody been born for 2 years, okay? This is somebody that has been born for 2 years. This means you probably went through your ascension for 2 years. And since I won't wear a mask and talk in code, I'm being punished in silence by YouTube, especially. And also something to do with Etsy, especially. I'm getting likes and likes on the hour, but nobody's buying anything. That doesn't make any sense when they went from buying to not buying. I'm I'm off now, but I was getting only a couple of views versus 300 something views before 2 years ago. All right? In one day. All right? No growth or nothing in the channel. And that's ridiculous. With the information that I'm giving, that doesn't even make any sense. All right? So it says remembers, okay, of their distress last summer. Now this is me in the summertime. Right? Until Source came and sat down. But I feel like this Iron Dome is a way to keep God out or away from his children. There's a covering, there's a blanket. The whole thing, even with the world card in the 4 corners of the sheet that we were reading in the text. This is some kind of covering here. It's almost like what's done in the dark here. Like winning by all means here. Okay, she said she's read the report several times. She knows it by heart. The same phases keep flashing through her mind: homeland security, war crimes, crimes against humanity, Turkish descent, Muslim mother. Okay, so again, this is making me think about again the Ilhan Omar energy. All right, and maybe again the fact to exit out that there is already an empress that's standing here, that's American, that has been fighting for this cause for 12 years or more as well. Okay. That is not a foreign energy. All right. They're trying to make us foreigners in our own damn land. Okay. So again, that's not a foreigner that doesn't get no media time, that they talk about in the media, but they don't use my real name. They just use the information that's being given, or they combat, or they're bullying through mainstream media and other forms of media. All right. Even with the government and their, what do they call it? Their infrastructure bills. All right. Then they add all this other bull crap on there to confuse people. And again, a lot of these laws or lies have been put in place to protect these people from being punished for these things that they're doing, for these crimes on humanity. And then you wonder why people denounce things. This has nothing to do with anything personal about these people. This doesn't have to do with your personal beliefs. This has to do with these corporations and these religions and education and things like that ruining nations and stunting the growth and giving you some type of perception of something when a whole nother thing is going on. The family said that their ordeal reflects what they see as the underground level consequences of Islamophobia, a form of bias that Muslim rights groups say is often overlooked because of the 9/11 vilification of Islam. Reluctant at first, the jurists ultimately decided to share their story, which they said reveals how a single incident can leave a trail of devastation. All right. America has become a country where people feel safe talking that way and acting that way. Richard says on the ferry, you might see signs that you see something, say something. Well, that doesn't mean see anything, say everything. All right. But again, we're going to say this: democracy dies in the darkness. The babysitter said she acted out of concern for the child. This makes me think about that all eternal energy. That lady. That I'm not even going to call her a tarot reader. I'm going to call her a witch. And other energies. The babysitter said she acted out of concern for the child, not out of the bias, and that the sheriff report didn't reflect her full interview. Okay. So again, I feel like we're going to just stop there. All right. Anti Muslim smears seldom receive the full throated condemnation of other types of discrimination. Both Democrats and Republicans were criticized in the recent weeks for wavering, blah, 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 blah. And again, the thing is, whatever they're trying to do, all right, you can read this if you want to or whatever. It's on the Washington Post. But whatever it is they're trying to do, it does not denounce, and it will not change the fact that the Christ will reign forever. Stereotypes that led to again. So again, make you uncomfortable about speaking about the truth. Nobody wants to speak it anymore. I want them to have consequences, Farah said of the woman who brought the claims. We're the victims. They're the ones being protected. And that's exactly what I said. All right. We are the ones that we have been waiting for. Did you know it? It's like see something, say something. They have that there, but as soon as you say something, then you're gonna be attacked, either socially, physically, mentally. Do you see what I'm saying? So it's almost like bringing people that still have a heart, people that still feel, people that still want to fight for their rights. It's almost like bringing them out to the spotlight and then letting everyone hang them. That's what it's like. And if that offends you, it should. So the whole thing, I had to go ahead and listen to what Whoopi said. And I think instead of just talking about her being fired, people should really, I'm just going to leave it at that. People should really look at what she supposedly said. Like the whole thing. It took me 3 minutes. Take care.